If UCLA wins because they defeated Washington, they go to the Rose Bowl against Michigan January 2nd. If SC wins or ties, the Washington Huskies receive the Rose Bowl bid. We're only minutes away from the opening kickoff of a glamorized series for the city championship. Memorial Coliseum in Los Angeles, California. It's the Bruins of UCLA versus the Trojans of USC. This ABC Sports exclusive is brought. All the excitement and color of NCAA college football. We've seen it so often here at the Coliseum in Los Angeles. The temperature is 70 degrees. The pulse is a lot higher. Look at the cheerleaders of SC firing up the fans. Over 80,000 in the Coliseum tonight. It has a capacity of 92, and I wouldn't be surprised if it pushes the capacity as we near the opening kickoff. UCLA 7-3. They have won their last 5. Look at them in that light blue and the gold numerals, and listen to the cheers. And soon now you will see the scarlet and gold of the team that's favored to win, USC. Although their record is not as good as UCLA, they have won 6. They have lost 4, losing to Alabama by 1, Notre Dame by 30, Cal by 3, and Washington by 18. That was their last game. Both teams have had approximately 2 weeks off preparing for this intra-city rivalry, and here are the cheers for the Trojans. California versus UCLA on the natural turf, the grass here at the Coliseum. We're happy you joined us as part of the holiday weekend festivities. I'm Chris Schenkel along with Frank Broyles, and I hope you're comfortable wherever you are, because Frank Broyles, the only parallel that I could find is the fact that these two teams are from the same town.
They present a real contrast. UCLA has won 5 straight. They haven't been spectacular, but they've been consistent, and they gained a lot of confidence and momentum. But Southern Cal is just the opposite. They've lost 4 of the last 6 ball games, and they are disappointed because their offense had been self-destructive. 16 interceptions, a school record, 18 turnovers. John Robinson told me yesterday that his seniors are frustrated. So what does this mean for us at the kickoff? UCLA enters the game with confidence and momentum, and they fully expect something good to happen. Southern Cal enters the game disappointed and frustrated, and they expect something bad to happen.
The comments of Frank Broyles as we look at Traveler, that beautiful Trojan horse with Richard Sacco up. There's the field, and we'll be back for the kickoff after this. And this is the night of the pom-poms. The blue and yellow of UCLA and the scarlet and gold of SC. And around their coach in his second year, Terry Donahue. 32 years old, and there is John Robinson. They have similar records. John Robinson of SC has won 17, lost 5. Donahue, 16, 5, and 1. Robinson disappointed with what has happened to his team this year, but let me tell you, they have some great athletes. Just seemingly at times as powerful as Traveler, who moves up and down the sidelines here at the Coliseum, where in 1932 the 10th Olympiad was staged. And of course, anticipation, Frank Broyles, for 1984, the Olympic Games back in Los Angeles, California. We're delighted that you're here, Frank. You're very relaxed and loose because your Arkansas Razorbacks are in the Orange Bowl. You don't have to worry, but UCLA does.
UCLA needs to win to go back to the Rose Bowl, and Terry Donahue says that his team believe that they can. They've had the consistency of 5 great wins.
All right, Frank Corral moving to the ball for UCLA. SC winning the toss. We have Ford and Kane deep. Dwight Ford, number 22, fumbling it, coming out to the 10, slipping away, and he'll be down at the 9. And SC starting with a break in the emotions by having that kick coverage, a slight bobbling of the ball, UCLA rather, because SC had trouble finding the handle, but the Trojans now will try to work it from their own 10, the ball just across their own 10. Very little wind here in the Coliseum. It's a beautiful night, maybe a little warm, Frank, for the players as the game goes on. All right, we have Rod Hurdle, number 6. 36 is Tatupu, Sweeney, 24, and White, number 12. And a beautiful bust up the right side by Charles White, number 12 of San Fernando. We're going to take a look at the offensive line of USC. We have Schumacher. We have Buddy. He's the strong guard. Bethel is the center, that important man. 66 is Pat Howell. And Anthony Munoz. Those are the men who do the blocking for Charles White, number 12, who carried the ball on the last play, a 6-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 4 for SC. The second snap of this ball game. And almost somersaulting is White again. White, who has over 1,200 yards rushing, coming in to this game. Let's take a look at the backfield. Randy Semron is the split end, and we'll be calling his name. Also 24, Calvin Sweeney, a great pass catcher. There's Rob Hurdle, the quarterback, a senior, and Charles White, who has carried the ball on 2 consecutive plays. And now, here at the Coliseum, the advance is out to the, let's call it the 18-yard line. Third down and 2 now. Big play for the Trojans. And a great stop by the UCLA defense. Let's check him out. Number 41 is Frank Stevens, but underneath there are more important guys. Number 40, Tuiasu Sopo. So that brings up a punting situation, Frank Broyles, and UCLA's defense in the last few games has been terrific.
They've been improving every week. Now, Southern Cal had 2 kicks blocked last week, Chris, and I'm sure they're a little bit edgy in this ball game.
So the snap will come from the 19, the hash mark. And back to punt is Marty King. King averages 39. There is no wind to contend with on the part of the kickers tonight. He will kick it from about his 7. Reese and Coulter are back deep. A big rush put on. It's a low kick, hard to handle. And it is taken by Reese, number 1, at his own 35, and smothered there. SC having the first possession now. Let's see what UCLA can do. They have an opportunity to use both quarterbacks tonight, either Bookish, number 9, or number 11, Rick Bayshore. Bayshore with ribs injured, a collapsed lung. And starting in the game tonight is number 11, Rick Bayshore, Frank, and that's a psychological edge I'm sure that Terry Donahue hopes will work for his team.
And he's been the starter all year and has improved every ball game.
From the 35.
Get off the ball.
That was Theodis Brown, number 27, who carried on the play, picked up a couple of yards as Johnson makes the tackle, and we look at the men up front. We won't be able to see the offensive line at this moment of the UCLA Bruins, 7-3, and with the win tonight, we'll go to the Rose Bowl. Second time in the past 3 years, although they've had their problems against SC when the Rose Bowl was at stake. SC has won the last 6 games when that bid was up for grabs. Now we have a 2nd down and 7 out at the 38-yard line. Bayshore handing off to James Owens, a junior, a speedster, an Olympian, an NCAA and AAU champion. Here Montoya. You're looking at Adkins, the left guard, number 60. Boyd snaps the ball wearing number 72, which is a little confusing. Jim Maine, 69. Gus Coppins, number 70. UCLA in the play being brought in by number 4, James Sarpy. He and Chris Elias of Cypress, California, number 98, alternate, as now we have a 3rd down. 3rd and 7. Passing situation. Sarpy set to the left. Bayshore back to pass. And threads one beautifully to Don Pedersen. Don are apparently not caught. So it's a 4th down now for UCLA. The same thing that happened to the SC Trojans. Kicking situation in their first possession. No score in the game. 11:49 remaining in the first quarter. And back deep we have number 21, Len Kane. Kane in single safety. And back to punt is Frank Corral. He had a fractured jaw in the very first game against Houston. Has come back and is a very, very effective Pacific 8 kicker. Here's his boot. Gets it high. Kick coverage coming down. Number 21, Kane of SC at the 22. Out of bounds at the 24. SC gaining 6 yards on that exchange. They had to punt away at the 18 as John Fowler forced him out of bounds. And for SC, it'll be a 1st and 10. And the referee, Paul Kamansky, has spotted the ball at the 24 of the Trojans in the scarlet and gold as we take a look from a camera shot high above the Coliseum from the Goodyear blimp, Columbia. Captain John Creighton up there as now SC with Rod Hurdle from the 24. No gain. Charles White. He's getting a workout, Frank Broyles.
Yes, and so is Tatupo. There's a lead blocker. Their linebackers of UCLA are blitzing over the middle, and there's a real collision, and there's no place for White to run on those blast plays up the middle.
All right, now in the backfield, coming as a flanker to the near side at the bottom center of your screen is Kevin Williams, number 8, on a 2nd down and 10 after no gain. Rod Hurdle is the quarterback. He looks for number 8. He finds him. Kevin Williams, 1st down, the initial one of the ball game, out to the 45. Molina, Michael Molina, number 14, as we have isolated on number 8.
Here's a wide receiver just breaking quick to the outside. Hurdle took 2 steps to the side and hit right on target. Timing was perfect for a 1st down.
Beautiful play as SC shows some offensive might. Number 4 in the nation in total offense. Now from their own 44 with a 1st and 10. Senior quarterback Rob Hurdle, 6'2", 185. Fakes to one back, gives to White, and White is forced right into the UCLA reserves here on the near sideline of the Coliseum. No score in the game, 10:56 to go, 1st quarter. The 2nd possession by SC. They did gain yardage up near midfield, in fact, for the 1st time. A team has gotten into opposition territory at the 49 3/4.
Chris, the story on Hurdle is he's a good passer but does not like to run the football. There'll be no options run by Southern Cal.
Right, here's a big 3rd down play. White wanting to get that 1st down. The feet go out from under him. No gain on the play. In fact, he may have lost 2 lengths of the football on the play. That was a 2nd down, excuse me, play, as Dave Morton was there to help pin him down. And with the ball back in SC territory at the 49 3/4, it's a 3rd down and about 4 yards. 3rd and 4.
John Robinson had planned to run right at him, but he's had very little success so far.
The pass catcher Williams at the top center of your screen. In motion is White. Flags everywhere.
Chris, John Robinson was going to use the tailback in motion. He hasn't used it much this year, and he's doing it because he expects UCLA to blitz the safety, and they have to make an adjustment when the tailback goes in motion. Otherwise, he'll be wide open for a long pass.
We had a procedure call by the referee giving a signal, but it's much better to look at that lovely UCLA cheerleader. It's a procedure call. The ball comes back to, let's call it the 45. It'll be a 3rd down, down replayed. 3rd down and 9, no score, 10:18 left in the 1st quarter. SC with the ball at its own 44. And again, slipping was Charles White. The natural grass is, I would think, ideal, but the pressure is on here tonight. And just tripped up the 2nd time right at the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be a 4th down and 9. And for the 2nd time this evening, Frank, Chris, SC will punt.
Chris, he had to cut a drastic cut because of the defensive lineman, and that's the reason he slipped. Still, Southern Cal had 2 kicks blocked last week, 1 against Notre Dame, so they're a little bit edgy.
This is Marty King of San Jose, California, punting for SC. Back deep, Reese and Coulter. That's Reese, number 1. At the 18, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Flag on the field, hold everything till we find out what the penalty or why the flag was thrown. A 37-yard punt.
Clipping on the play, Chris, one of the
tough
UCLA linemen hit the Southern Cal man right from the back. Otherwise, he would have made the tackle right at the 30-yard line. Good call.
by the referee. And what would have been a first down at the SC 49, it is a first down now for UCLA back at their own 16.5. Errors, those are the things that cost you ball games, whether they be penalties, turnovers, whatever is an error in the game. Bayshore calling signals. Getting one to Theodis Brown. Brown this year having caught 14 passes, number 27, as we look at Bayshore, who is a sophomore. And we're going to get a look now at UCLA's offensive backs. There's the receivers, Pedersen and Sarpy, the split end. There's Bayshore, a little bit like Robert Redford here in Los Angeles. We have Butler, James Owens, the Olympian, and Theodis Brown, who just caught that pass out at the 25-yard line. So it's going to be a second down and 1 for UCLA. There's no score, 9:22 remaining in the first quarter. And trying for that first down was Theodis Brown of Oakland, California. Theodis, a junior. He's got 4 touchdowns this year, and rushing averages 5.5 yards per carry. There he is in blue, number 27. End zone shot of this great Coliseum. No score.
90,000 people, or 85 at least. Beautiful sight for college football.
So we're going to have a third down coming up unless this measurement proves otherwise. They need the length of a football. UCLA, big play right now.
Chris, the story on Bayshore is that he's an average passer, but he wants to run the football. So they will be running option plays.
All right, he's going to send to the left, number 18, Homer Butler. Split backs behind him, Theodis Brown and Owens need 1 yard, or 1 length of the football. Bayshore on a keeper, and it appears that he has UCLA's initial first down in their second possession of the football here in the first quarter. Vinny Van Dyke on the stop. So UCLA can now go back to the huddle and regroup as number 1 comes back into the lineup. That is Reese. He has replaced Homer Butler, bringing in a play at the very moment. Healthy New Year, have a date, ABC. Okay, what signs here tonight? Okay, it's a 1st and 10. The ball is at approximately the 28. Bayshore flipping it out. Good forward speed by James Owens. Number 3, the junior. Here he is getting up. Brazil of Fort Worth, Texas, number 47, made the stop. Tomorrow, another big day of NCAA college football beginning at 12:30 Eastern. That's Penn State versus Pittsburgh. That's 9:30 Pacific time, and of course 11:30 Central. And Army Navy follows at 4 Eastern and 1 Pacific and 3 Central. And a great feature, an added feature by ABC Sports and the NCAA is to do live reports from the Texas A&M game. That's all tomorrow. Beautiful try by Bayshore, and pulling it in was Pedersen. That time Pedersen did not let it get away.
Chris, there was only one place that ball could have been completed, exactly where Bayshore threw it, running to his left, running back to his own goal line. A very risky pass. Bayshore is sprinting out to the left, and Pedersen is hooking up in the alley down the middle. He throws it right on target.
And don't forget, Bayshore had a tremendous rush by Willie Crawford, number 30, who this evening as a Rovers replaced Hartwig. So we have a 1st and 10 for UCLA, beginning to move the ball. Here at the Coliseum, no score. And on a keeper, Bayshore. There you see Bayshore getting up. He has completed 63 of 131, a little bit like Robert Redford, right?
Right.
He's from Fountain Valley. He's had 6 interceptions. He has thrown 7 touchdown passes, and now the tactical situation for UCLA is at their own 48 with a 2nd down and 6. No score, surprisingly. 6:56 to go, first quarter. Butler, number 18, flanked to the left at the top of your screen. And conservatively, James Owens slides slides, glides, steps it off into SC territory to the 46. A beautiful gain. Let's see if it's enough for the first down. We're going to have another measurement as Paul Kamensky, who is from Santa Ana, California. He's the man in the white cap. He's a track coach at one of the colleges. The umpire is James Cheffers of Whittier, who tonight is retiring as an official. He's the umpire. There's the measurement now, and UCLA has a first down.
Montoya, the left tackle, and Atkins really moved the Southern Cal defense back, and Owens is a class hurdler, world-class hurdler, having finished 6th in the Olympics 2 years ago.
6:35 remaining in the first quarter. No score. The Bruin mascot. Now from the SC 46. Bayshore calling his plays, mixing them up beautiful with the advice from the bench as Theodis Brown catches his second pass. And now Brown has gained 15 yards on 2 catches here in the first quarter with 6:21 to go. Frank?
This is just a flood pass with Brown releasing in the flat where the linebacker must cover him right over on the boundary, and he's just a mismatch with Brown having more speed than Southern Cal's linebacker.
Now it's a 2nd down and 4 from the 40 for UCLA. Butler way to the left, top of your screen. And from a pass play to a rushing play by Brown, number 27 of Oakland. They needed 4 yards. Let's see. Depends where the ball. It's very, very close. It appears like about half the length of a football for a first down. And now 3 new defensive men come in for the Trojans. You see them on the right. The men of Troy holding UCLA scoreless thus far after about 10 minutes of play. The same can be said of the UCLA defense. 3rd down, length of a football. UCLA. Very tight defense as Brown tries to get the yardage. Players indicating that it's a first down. But watch the man with the white cap. There it is. Rich Demmler and Clay Matthews, 92 and 60, were in defensively. Watch Matthews.
Clay Matthews is an outstanding linebacker. You can see him force forward on short yardage, a goal line defense. And had he been able to get his head up, Brown would not have made the first down.
And now the line is at the 35 of SC. This drive started at the 16.5. James Owens, number 3, a real breakaway threat. 5.5-yard average on gaining 879 yards. There he is, number 3. The defending NCAA and AAU 110-meter high hurdles champion. His clocking 13.4.
Chris, UCLA has only made 6 long drives for touchdowns in their 10 ball games. This has been one of the weaknesses for his team this year. So they've got one going, and they hope they can take it on in.
It's a beautiful drive. Great variety of the offense as Butler goes left, number 18. A slot formation to the right. Number 3, Owens in the slot. And Brown keeps it, and there you see number 56, a sophomore from Flint, Michigan, playing for Southern California, Dennis Johnson, 6'4", 230. That was a 2nd down play, and we'll now have a 3rd down snap with the ball at the 34, a 3rd down and 9, coming up to the 5-minute mark of the first quarter. Nearly a capacity crowd, Frank, at the Los Angeles Coliseum.
These neighborhood fights are the fiercest of them all.
They need 9. 3rd down, no score, first quarter. Bayshore. Intended for Pedersen, bringing up a 4th down. The field goal kicker for UCLA is Frank Corral. The line of scrimmage is the 34. 43 is in, but he does the punting as well as the place kicking. Corral, who has kicked 8 of 16. He kicked a 43-yarder and a 44-yarder. This is a 52-yard attempt. Side-wheeling it. Corral. The kick is up. It's long enough. It's good. With 4:02 remaining in the first quarter. A beautiful Herculean effort by Corral, his best, 52 yards, 3-0. On the 12th play of a very sustained drive, taking up 4:25 on the clock, Frank Corral kicked a 52-yarder, put underdog UCLA ahead 3-0. Ford and Connors are deep for SC in the end zone. It's Ford out to the 5, 10, 15. Ooh, what a hit at the 15, and SC now gets the ball for the third time in the game. Their deepest advance was to the UCLA 49. They did just get across the midfield stripe, so they have had their troubles against the UCLA defense thus far. 4:56 to go, first quarter. Frank Bros.
Chris, the team in a game like this that scores first has a tremendous advantage. Getting on that scoreboard in a big game first helps.
All right, now from the 15, first down. Hurdle is the quarterback. Beautiful effort by Charles White, the sophomore. Loose ball, and it's still up for grabs. UCLA gets it. And there is the self-destruct feature of the Southern California Trojans. A turnover, a costly one.
John Robinson says he can't put his finger on it. They've worked hard against fumbles, but they've fumbled 33 times and lost 18. But here it is, just a base blast play off tackle with the lead blocker. You should protect the football coming off the goal line, but somebody puts the headgear right in it as he was twisting and turning, and the ball pops loose, and they get it.
That was Easley who popped it loose. Michael Molina of Santa Ana, California. And incidentally, we are having Santa Ana breezes, which brings the warm air in from the desert. The temperature is 70 degrees, got up to 88 today. For UCLA, first and goal to go from about the 3. They lead 3-0. Battling to get 6. Theodis Brown. So for UCLA, a pat on the back to Easley and Molina, because they came up with that loose ball, fumbled after being hit hard by Charles White. There's a good look at Brown, ever smiling. A gain of 1 yard on the play, bringing up a second and goal from the 2. SC continuing to change linebackers as Butler goes to the left as a flanker. The setbacks are Brown 27, Owens number 3. Hurdle the quarterback. So time is called by the men of Troy, Southern California. So we have an opportunity to catch our breath along with you.
Tomorrow.
After an SC fumble, it's second and goal for UCLA. They lead 3-0. 4:10 left in the first quarter. Trying for 6 was James Owens, number 3. Third down coming up. And if you just joined us, UCLA took the second SC punt and took it at their own 16.5. Drove to the SC 34. Frank Corral came in, possessing the ball 4 minutes and 25 seconds. On the 12th play of the drive, kicked a 52-yard field goal to lead 3-0. And the fumble by White, now the third snap after the 35th turnover by the SC Trojans this year. Third and goal, UCLA. Watching the linesman to see if the ball, Bayshore, if he got it on the line. Let's see.
1 foot, Chris. Nope, back to a yard.
1 yard. Well, his knee undoubtedly touched that spot. I'll tell you one thing, the ball was way ahead of that spot. So here we are. 4th and goal for UCLA, trying to capitalize on an error by the Trojans. Bayshore going to the near sideline now to talk to his coach, Terry Donahue.
The strategy here, Chris, is really a guessing game. Southern Cal will have to decide if they want to penetrate, get in a gap 8-man line, stop the inside plays, and hopefully they don't run wide or throw.
Frank, after what, 144 victories in your coaching career, 2 decades, what would you do here? Fourth down.
4th and 1 is the toughest thing on football. When particularly in a game like this. But Southern Cal has been penetrating right up the line, right up the middle. They're going to have to go wide if they cannot leap or hurdle over the line of scrimmage. And the veer formation is very difficult to leap and hurdle over. The I formation, you can hand the ball off deep and hurdle the line of scrimmage. Here's the option play that Bayshore ran, but you can see he fakes to Theodis Brown. He's come wide with a keeper pitch, and he slips on about the 2-yard line, and finally touches on the 1. This is where coaches earn their money.
The quiet sophomore, Rick Bayshore. Steve Bukish, son of Rudy Bukish, former SC quarterback, is on the bench, although in the last game he threw 10 of 15, 1 touchdown. Bayshore right now trying to get 6 points, and it's 4th down and goal. Owens and Brown are the setback. And now it's 9-0. Theodis Brown. So, in 1 minute and 58 seconds, UCLA has scored twice, a 52-yard field goal, and now after recovering an SC fumble on 4th and goal at the 1, they go in to lead 9-0. Here's the man that kicked the 52-yard field goal, Corral. Michael Coulter is holding for the point after try. It's up and perfect. So with 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter, underdog UCLA needing a win to go to the Rose Bowl, 10-0. The left top of your screen, number 17, Rod Connors. Right bottom is Dwight Ford, awaiting the UCLA kick following a touchdown. 4 plays, 3 yards, 10-0 is the score. Rod Connors looking to field the ball, slipped through, so it'll be a touchback, come out to the 20-yard line. And if you just join us as we look at the Trojan Marching Band, they'll be performing at halftime, as will the solid gold sound of UCLA. 2 terrific programs, so don't miss it, as UCLA leads 10-0 on a 52-yard field goal at 5:02 of the first quarter. Then at 3 minutes of the first quarter, after a recovered fumble, they went 3 yards to score 10-0. Rod Hurdle has Tupu, and Charles White going in motion is Tupu, number 36. A sweep. And Dwight Ford carried to the outside. He's the tailback from Bell, California, a junior coming into the lineup. And from the 20, he has advanced the ball, well, out to about the 26, but there was a flag down, so let's see what Paul Kamansky of Santa Ana, the referee, calls. All this is Pacific 8 Conference action. Holding against the offense. SC. Let's see it again.
Chris, it's a man in motion, pitch sweep, and the tough block is by the tight end, and more than likely he's the one that is holding the defensive end right there in the middle of your screen. There it is. There's the call. That is a tough block to sustain for that length of time.
All right, it's 1st and 19 from the 11. Ford, 22. He's been returning kicks, and now the second time this evening here at the Los Angeles Coliseum has taken the handoff from Bayshore. There's a good look at Ford, number 22.
Mistakes early have kind of been Southern Cal's downfall. Against Washington last week, Chris, they fumbled opening kickoff and gave them an easy touchdown. Now they fumbled and gave UCLA an easy touchdown.
Ford is 5'11", 187, a junior. Gained 6 yards. 2nd and 13 from the 17. Sweeney to the far side. Colonel has thrown 1 pass, and he completed it. Bayshore has thrown 5 times and completed 3 for 26 yards. Ford again getting a workout here, knifing out to the 23. A gain of 6, so it'll be 3rd down and 7. Molina in on the tackle. Ford now 2 carries, 14 yards. Hurdle for Southern Cal. Ford and Simran set away from the line. Potential receivers. Here's a pass. Intercepted by UCLA. Number 5, Kenny Easley has figured in on both turnovers. He knocked the ball loose on the Charles White fumble, and now,
Chris, he's a freshman. Could you believe that? 2 sensational plays in this ball game by a freshman. He broke in the starting lineup in the middle of the year. It is a sensational interception. Hurdle throws the ball behind the intended receiver, but Easley leaves his feet and catches the ball at its very height. What a sensational play.
Excuse me, Frank. There's a good look at Easley. Now from the 37. 1st and 10. UCLA leading 10-0 as Brown carries on the play. Theodis Brown may have gained 3 yards as Dennis Johnson defensively. Johnson 56, Van Dyke 75, Dimler 92, Matthews 60, 95 Underwood, 55 Cobb, and 50 Gutierrez. Turnovers 2 for SC. The last, a fumble recovery. UCLA went 3 yards on the 4th play. Theodis Brown scored the touchdown. We have 1:11 remaining in the 1st quarter. It is 10-0. The Bruins. And looking at that magnificent sculptor, we'd like to congratulate Notre Dame's Ken McAfee winning the Walter Camp Player of the Year award. And coming up with a turnover, SC's Ricky Odom, number 33. So Bayshore is intercepted. Intended for Owens, number 3. Ricky Odom, a senior from Los Angeles, as we look at it from the end zone.
Chris, this was the flood pass. Owens is going out in the flat, and the cornerback releases Odom and comes up in front of the receiver and makes a beautiful interception. One of the things quarterbacks have to learn is when not to throw the football.
All right, SC gained 6 yards on the back-to-back interceptions. 1st and 10 from the 29. Dwight Ford, 22, carrying on the play. 69 is the center, Bethel, and these are his team's cheerleaders.
Here's Jerry Robinson, the All-American linebacker. It's a blast play. He's blocked back a little bit, but keeps his footing, comes forward and hits Ford right in the hole. Chris, Southern Cal are forcing with Easley. He was in on that play again. They're going to have to throw deep off to some running fake to keep those safety men back and honest.
All right, now from the I, 2nd down and 7 for SC from their own 32. They trail 0-10. And Dwight Ford, the junior, number 22, carrying for a couple of yards. Hit first by John Fowler, 92, and 14 Molina. Time has run out here in the 1st quarter, and the score with a 52-yard field goal, and on the 4th play of 3 yards following a fumble recovery, UCLA 10, SC nothing. And now the out here in the 1st quarter, and the score with a 52-yard field goal, and on the 4th play of 3 yards following a fumble recovery, UCLA 10, SC nothing. And now the first snap of the 2nd quarter, UCLA leading 10-0. It's 3rd down and 4 for Southern California. The setbacks are Williams 8 and Ford 22. Tatupu 36 is in the slot to the near side of the field. Hurdle. And it is completed to that great pass catcher, number 18, Randy Semron. And the Trojans are trying everything to get untracked, to get on the board.
Chris, this is an out pattern. Watch Semring run in and force Easley. He collides with Lee Easley right there, the freshman safety man covering man for man. Then he loses him, and Semring breaks to the outside, hurdles right on target.
Semron, a senior from Burbank, California. More yards receiving, 1,819 yards than any Trojan. 22, Ford in motion on a 1st and 10 from the 43. Hurdle. And unfortunately, the intended receiver, Semron, there he is coming back, slipped on the pass pattern. The ball went over his head, so it's going to be a 2nd down and 10 for this man, number 6, Rob Hurdle.
Semron is going to slip down as he cuts inside and tries to go back out. He loses his footing, but he was open. Hurdle had it right on target.
Semron now, number 18, has caught passes in 35 consecutive games.
Ken McAfee is truly an All-American. I saw him in the Southern Cal game play a fantastic game.
Carrying the ball was is Tatupo of Honolulu, Hawaii, number 36. Jerry Robinson, 84. And Frank, here are the first quarter statistics.
Stats are pretty even. UCLA with 52 yards on total offense to 39. Time of possession, though, is in UCLA's favor. 9 minutes to less, a little over 5 minutes.
A 52-yard field goal in the first quarter. Recovered SC fumble by UCLA, going 3 yards in 4 plays for the score, and Corral's point after the need 10-0. We have 14-16 remaining in the first half. 3rd down and 8. Ford in the flat. Ford is going to get a first down. And SC, its deepest penetration inside the 40 of UCLA. First down.
Chris, that is exactly what John Robinson said. On 3rd down, they blitzed their safety easily. They put their tailback in motion and easily could not change his assignment. He went ahead and rushed, and the tailback was wide open for the first down pass.
And now Rob Hurdle is 3 of 5, 43 yards. And now he sends Semron set to this side of the field. I formation. Tatupu is the up back behind Hurdle on a first down. The deep back, Charlie White, back in the lineup carrying. White given a breather. Number 12 as Easley brings him down. And White's forward advance is to the 32, a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
He ran with reckless abandon there. You know, he fumbled, and sometimes, Chris, after a back fumbles and it causes a team a touchdown, he tends to protect the football and doesn't run it with the reckless abandon that he needs to. But Charles White was aggressive on that run.
Same high school as Anthony Davis. San Fernando. And Hurdle now on a 2nd and 3 goes to the air. Complete. First down. Semron. Semron. 1st and goal for the Trojans.
Chris, that was
1st and 10 at the 11.
That was a perfect throw. Expertly timed. Semron goes down, fakes out. Charles White was in the flat, and the strong safety took him and left the zone uncovered.
They were cheated. Semron got to the 9, and I'd like to replay it again. He really did, and the officials have put the ball at the 11.
That's better for Southern Cal.
Yes, it is. That's 2 yards. Could be costly. 1st and 10. Ooh, a hard hit by White. Jerry Robinson, All-American, number 84 of Santa Rosa, California. A junior linebacker made the hit. And now they are at the 9. Well, that's where they should have been on the first down play.
But they can make a first down and still not have a touchdown, which gives them possibly 5 or 6 or 7 downs. Jerry Robinson is an outstanding football player, Chris. He filled the hole, took on the lead block of fullback, shucked him, and made the play for a 2-yard gain.
UCLA leading 10-0. SC with the ball and threatening. Stoddard replaces Semron, number 87. He is to the left. Number 24, Calvin Sweeney, is also in the lineup as we have a penalty against SC.
Wow.
Paul Kamansky, the referee. It may have been too much time, illegal delay. There's the signal as we look at Coach John Robinson of USC and part of his staff, a very good one.
He's going to tell that coach up in the booth, get those plays in earlier, man. Whoa, that hurts. But, Chris, they're setting the formation in the boundary because UCLA wants to put their rover to the field irregardless.
All right, Semron is back in the lineup, set to the left on 2nd and 13. White in motion. What a play, what a formation. And Rod Hurdle with abandon. Molina, number 14, really brought him down at the 8.
Chris, UCLA is in a rush man-for-man defense. No one was open. Hurdle does exactly as he's been trained to, break right up the middle and get what you can.
And now, as we look at Hurdle without the helmet, both teams have 4 first downs. A 52-yard field goal by Corral of UCLA, a touchdown by Brown, UCLA leading 10-0. 3rd and 7 from the 8. Hurdle loops one. Oh, Semron losing his footing in an all-out effort to pull it in, and it brings up a 4th down and 7 with the ball at the UCLA 8. Hosea covering for UCLA.
Simmern again slips down. It's an in and out pattern. He's open. The ball looks like it could have been caught, but nope, it's a little bit overthrown. And I know that John Robson's saying, what else is going to happen to me?
Frank Jordan, 9 of 14. This is going to be a 25-yard attempt from the 15 plus 10 of the end zone. Almost straight away. It's up and it's good. A 25-yard field goal by Frank Jordan of San Francisco, a junior. He now is 10 of 15. 12-10 to go. It's 10-3. All right, number 1 for USC is Rob Kerr. His teammate Frank Jordan has just kicked a 25-yard field goal. It's UCLA 10, SC 3, and we have 12-10 remaining in the first half. Kerr kicking. Number 12, Lee Smith, has the ball at the 15, nearly lost the ball, but gets out to the 20-yard line. And that's where UCLA will try to get some yardage, and incidentally, 10 plays, 4 minutes and 41 seconds possession as we again look at the 192-foot Goodyear blimp, Columbia, sailing over the Los Angeles Coliseum on a beautiful night here in Southern California. Hope you're enjoying the game. We hope you're comfortable. If you're not, get so.
Chris, Southern Cal had to get something on the scoreboard. They couldn't afford to come out empty-headed, trailing by 10-3 after getting the ball down to the 9 or 10-yard line.
Long drives, but couldn't punch it in on the part of both teams, although a fumble recovered gave UCLA its touchdown. 3 yards, 4 plays as Brown, who scored the UCLA touchdown, carries outside from the 20 on the first down. Brazil, number 47 of the SC defense, forces him out after nearly a 10-yard gain. Let's see where they spot the ball. Brown now 9 carries, 22 yards, and 1 touchdown. Oakland, California. The ball is at the 29. So it's going to be a 2nd down and 1. Theotis is only a junior, so Terry Donahue will have him back next year. Going for the 1 yard and getting it. James Owens, number 3. First down, UCLA.
James Owens suffered a very painful dislocated elbow in the first game of the season against Houston and missed 4 or 5 games.
Tomorrow, what a doubleheader. Make it a triple header. Penn State meets Pittsburgh, 12:30 Eastern, 11:30 Central, 9:30 Pacific. And then the classic Army-Navy game from Philadelphia, 4 Eastern, 3 Central. But during that game, we will have live reports from the Texas A&M game, the winner to go to the Cotton Bowl against Notre Dame. That's all tomorrow here on ABC. On a 1st and 10 from the 31, that was Bayshore on a keeper, number 11, the quarterback. Stopped by Gary Cobb, number 53 of Stanford, Connecticut. They come from all parts of the country to go to these 2 fine Southern California institutions.
Chris, Bayshore didn't show any effects of a broken rib and a punctured lung the 2 times he's carried the football.
So with the ball out at about the 33, we'll call it 2nd down and 8. Very little blackboard work by the SC coaching staff. Bayshore. Ooh. James Owens. Lowering the boom was number 30, Willie Crawford, a junior, the Rover.
What you try to do in defending against the flare pass, Chris, you lay back and let him throw the ball to the flat, and then you react up. It's just a quick flare pass as the end is covered. He tosses the ball out, and great recovery by the Southern Cal defensive players.
Loss of 3 yards on the play, back inside the 30, so it's going to be 3rd down 11 with 10:19 to go. UCLA in blue, they are in the lead 10-3 here in the 2nd quarter. Butler to the near side, of flanker. Punting situation as James Owens gets back to the line. It's 4th down and maybe 10 as Dennis Johnson defensively for SC.
Chris, they didn't want to put the ball in the air. It was 3rd and 10. They didn't want to risk an interception, feeling like with the momentum that Southern Cal got from that last field goal might get them the ball game tied up.
Frank Corral, number 43, who kicked a 52-yard field goal for UCLA, putting them ahead 3-0, and then they scored a touchdown, 10-0. SC has come back with a 25-yard field goal. It's 10-3, a beautiful punt. Fair catch called for by Len Kane, and a very wise decision, because the Trojans, the men of Troy of SC, will have the ball 1st and 10, just inside their own 30. We're going to take a break for this message. It's a little past 7 o'clock here in California. We're at the home of UCLA, SC, and the Los Angeles Rams. Robinson, the SC coach. It's been a tremendous game if you're just joining us. UCLA with a 52-yard field goal, a touchdown on the 4th play from 3 yards following a fumble recovery, and then a 25-yard field goal by SC. Following a punt, SC 1st and 10 at the 30. Charles White, their best rusher, getting about 5 yards on the play. We have 9:21 remaining in the first half, and at halftime, the Fireman's Fund flashback along with performances by both bands. Maynard Ferguson appearing with SC, UCLA with a great program honoring 4 greats of the entertainment world. So it's a 2nd down and 5 now for SC in scarlet and gold from their own 35. Simron to the near side of the field, bottom of your screen. It's White carrying. Charles White. Offensive plays, USC has snapped it 24 times, UCLA 26 times, and only a fumble recovery on the 3. UCLA in 4 plays went in to get the only touchdown of the game. As this program is being brought to you as a special exclusive of ABC Sports, let's pause 5 seconds. Third down and 1 for SC at their own 39. Getting the first down, Rob Hurdle from Hacienda Heights, California, a senior. His first full year of starting ball games, following in the footsteps of a lot of SC greats, the most recent Vince Evans.
Here's an isolation on Jerry Robinson, the linebacker, unblocked but could not stop Hurdle from crawling underneath for the first down.
The longest rushing play from scrimmage, Brown of UCLA, 9 yards. So it's been that kind of a game. Hurdle, beautiful, to Simron. Randy Simron, number 18. Not very large compared to 6'1", 165.
Chris, Simron has got more moves than a dancer. He faked outside and curl right inside behind the linebackers. Don't want it hold. Here he is on the isolate. Watch him make these moves. Dodges the receiver, the cornerback who is trying to collision him, breaks inside.
He's wiry and tough. Now from the 35 of UCLA, first down. Carrying is Charles White. White hits a wall. First hit by Jerry Robinson, number 84. Then getting up, number 81, who is Jeff Muro of Santa Maria, California. There's Robinson, 84, a junior from Santa Rosa.
He's been on practically every play, and easily the safety man has been assisting him.
It's 2nd down and 10 for powerful Southern California. Coming into the game, number 4 in the nation total offense, 456 yards, and they start him young in California. 2nd and 10, White in motion.
What a catch.
What a man, Randy Simron.
Oh, my.
Incidentally, deep and wide open was Kevin Williams, number 8. So we'll watch for him in the future.
Chris, it was a low outside pitch where it could not be intercepted. When you throw out to the boundary, the good quarterbacks throw outside where the defensive back cannot get to it, what we call a low outside pitch for the completion.
A beautiful play and another first down for SC on the move. Now from the 23 of UCLA. First down to Tupu. Woo! Wow is right.
That freshman safety man is something else. He hit the fullback dead head up in the hole. Of course, he looks like he paid a little price for it.
Yes, there's the man that figured on 2 turnovers. Kevin Easley of Chesapeake, Virginia, the freshman.
Chris, he's one of the most exciting young freshman players I've seen in a long time.
And now he is up, moving out on his own. And I hope he gets the comment that the Arkansas legend Frank Broyles made about him, because that's a great compliment. Simran now has caught 4 passes for 65 yards. Rob Hurdle has completed 6 of 9 for 90 yards. And Coulter, number 28 of Texarkana, Arkansas, replaces Easley.
He escaped our net.
Yeah. Second down and 8 for the Trojans. And the scarlet and gold on the 22. Oh, look out. Touchdown, William Gay, G-A-Y. Look at the pom-poms of SC. William Gay, and a flag. Wait just a moment. A marker at the 18.
They decline it, Chris. They will decline it. Gay looked like a
interference,
fullback.
Yes, interference called against UCLA. Needless to say, refused it as a touchdown, and now an opportunity to tie it up is Frank Jordan with 5:41 to go. What a game. Mike Carey is the holder. The conversion attempt to tie the game. Up and no good. It is 10-9 UCLA. A missed point after. Number 3 is Frank Jordan of San Francisco, a junior. Let's see that touchdown. William Gay, 6'6", 225.
I think the key is that that Hurdle said he was not going to force the ball downfield for the receivers are covered. He was going to look for his tight end and backs, and he did. He found Gay open, and watched Gay run into that end zone.
So with 5:41 to go in the first half, it's UCLA 10, SC 9. In blue, leading 10-9. Number 12 to the near side, Lee Smith. Opposite, Theodis Brown, number 27. The kickoff now by Rob Kerr. SC failed on the point after driving 70 yards in 8 plays with Gay scoring. Lee Smith has it for UCLA at the 10, 15. Spins around to the 17, where the Bruins will try to move it. Larry McGrew, as we look at that last touchdown,
It
Frank.
was just a sensational play by Hurdle to find Gay open. You see the interference by the defensive back of UCLA, but Gay refuses to go to the ground, and watch him turn it on and run over the last defender. Sensational on both of them's part.
If you just joined us, Rick Bayshore has quarterbacked the Bruins. There he is, number 11 from the start. Rob Hurdle for SC, as we have a 1st and 10 from the 17. UCLA with the ball, leading 10-9. Bayshore. The cuts on this natural grass, they're losing their footing. You saw Bayshore, the quarterback. The line was the 17, and no gain. There's a better look at that handsome sophomore, very quiet off the field, but his teammates say that he has great leadership ability.
Chris, a few years ago, the NCAA changed the length of the cleat. You used to wear a 3/4 inch cleat. Now you can only wear a 1/2 inch cleat, and this is the reason I think we slip so much on natural turf.
All right. Coming in motion is on. 2nd and 10 from the 17. UCLA. Brown carried. Brown scored the touchdown for UCLA. In fact, I'll bring you up to date if you just join us. At 5:02, Frank Corral of UCLA kicked a 52-yard field goal. A minute and 58 later, UCLA recovered an SC fumble. Brown scored. It was 10-zip. Then a 25-yard field goal by Frank Jordan made it 10-3. And then a 70-yard drive. And on the 8th play, William Gay, the tight end, on a 21-yard touchdown pass from Hurdle. They failed on the point after, as we now have a 3rd and 5 for UCLA. Beautiful defensive play on Theodis Brown. Number 50 is Ed Gutierrez of Los Angeles, California, sacking, getting into the backfield. There's a good look at Ed.
Chris, he's the open side linebacker. He's lined up over air, and he just penetrated in the backfield and got to the ball carrier before the blocker could get to it.
All right, Frank Corral, number 43, who kicked a 52-yard field goal, will now punt. Lynn Kane is in single safety for SC at about his own 42. A low snap, a good pickup, end over end, short. And SC will have great field position at the 48, their own. So Corral, who had to pick up a bad snap from center, the SC band will perform at halftime. Maynard Ferguson will be with them. Oakland versus Buffalo, Monday Night Football, 9 Eastern, 8 Central, and 6 Pacific. Frank Gifford of SC will be there. Howard Cosell of NYU and Don Meredith of SMU. And O.J. Simpson will be a halftime guest. So now SC from the 48, first down. A diving 4-yard gain by Charles White of the Trojans. Make it a 3-yard gain to the UCLA 49.
Chris, since Southern Cal intercepted that pass, they have seized the momentum, and it's all Southern Cal at this stage of the second quarter.
That's Charles White. Tonight, 27 yards, 13 carries, far below his average. Kevin Williams is in the lineup as well. And carrying on the play was Hurdle on a 2nd and 7. Muro in on the tackle, 81, along with Robinson, number 84, to the 46. So that's a gain of 3. It'll be 3rd down and 4. We have 2:45 remaining in the first half. It is 10-9. UCLA, the underdog, by 6, leading in the game. They need to win to go to the Rose Bowl against Michigan. A tie or a victory by SC will send the Washington Huskies to the Rose Bowl as we look at the moon over Southern California. And I'm sure that Don James and the Huskies up around the Seattle area are watching this game, and we hope they're enjoying it. They don't like what the score is now because UCLA leads by 1.
Don James has done a Cinderella job at Washington, bringing his team to a 5-1 Pac-8 record, defeated Southern Cal last week, got his team in position to go to the Rose Bowl, and Southern Cal has the momentum right now.
All right, the ball is at the 45.
Chris, they've got to decide the strategy where they want to run for the first down and then have 4 downs to try to score right here at the end of the half, or whether they want to throw twice and give up the ball if they're incomplete.
Ken Easley with a 3rd down coming up. You remember he was shaken up earlier. He figured in on 2 turnovers. Well, he's back in the lineup. Number 5 defensively, safety man, the freshman for UCLA.
More like a linebacker.
3rd down and about 4 at the 45 of UCLA. It's awfully close.
Yeah, right.
As they unpile, we see that Charles White, number 12 in scarlet, carried the ball. One of the tacklers was Jeff Muro. They did not make it. They failed by 1 yard, and it's a 4th down and 1. Coming in from the far sideline as number 8, Kevin Williams, goes off, along with number 18, Randy Simran. They bring in the tight ends. Tatupu, number 36, as we look at their head coach, John Robinson. On 4th and 1, Joe Shipp of Carson, California, is in the lineup. They need about a yard. Hurdle.
Smart play, Chris.
Beautiful. Great execution. First down, SC. Pat Howell did a beautiful job blocking on the right side of the line. He's a junior guard from Fresno, number 66.
He and Schumacher have been moving them back in this second quarter.
At halftime, Fireman's Fun flashback featuring highlights of today's Oklahoma-Nebraska game. You know, Frank, in this quarter, USC has 8 first downs, UCLA only 1. UCLA leads 10-9. 1:26 to go, first half. A long one. Touchdown, Kevin Williams. front. 15-10. 1:18 to go. A 40-yard strike. Rob Hurdle to Kevin Williams, who went out on the previous play, so the tight ends could get the first down. Wow.
Chris, coaches can anticipate just what a great play that Hurdle made. Can really appreciates what I'm trying to say. He threw the ball while Williams was still way up close to the line of scrimmage. Watch Williams on a fly pattern, fake away. He just kind of relaxes to try to get the halfback to relax, and he did, and he runs right by him. Right on target, a beautiful throw.
And Hurdle now 2 touchdown passes tonight, completing 8 of 11, 150 yards. He now has 14 touchdown passes here in 1977. It is 15-10. And don't forget, at one time, SC trailed 0-10. But we have 1:18 to go in the first half. And now let's see if SC will go for 2. From the I formation, going for 2 on the conversion. And they make it. William Gay has 8 points tonight. A touchdown and a 2-point conversion. 17-10. A big, big play.
Set up by the good faking of Hurdle. He faked to the tailback up the middle, ran a couple of steps with the ball hidden, then jumped up and shot 2 points.
Well, we've done a lot of these SC UCLA games here at the Coliseum, but this is one of the most exciting we've had the pleasure of being in on.
Oh, what a dramatic turnaround.
And Traveler, the Trojan horse, spotlighted on the far side. There he goes. Isn't he beautiful? Let's see the 2-point play again.
You can see Hurdle fake and then sprints out like he's going to keep it, and he pulls up and just throws the ball up, and Gay is 6'6", and he jumped and pulled it down for the 2 points.
Terry Donahue, the UCLA coach, as Rob Kerr is back to kick. We have 2 men deep for the UCLA Bruins. Kerr is number 1. Right now, SC is number 1 in this game. Theodis Brown may get it. He has it at the 10, 15. Coming out. Let's see where the officials, they'll probably spot it at about the 17. UCLA will have 1:14 on the clock as Steve O'Grady, number 97, and there are the instructions from Terry Donahue, the UCLA coach, to his quarterback, number 11, Bayshore. Rick Bayshore, who started the game. Sophomore, 6'1", 184. UCLA led 10-0, but now the story has changed. SC leading 17-10. Bayshore. Brown. Clock continues to move along here.
It appears their strategy is going to run the clock out. Southern Cal has dropped into a 3-man line. Everybody playing for the deep pass. The men of Troy and their band will perform. They'll be first at halftime, followed by UCLA. Going to the far side is Butler now, as we have a 2nd down and 5 at the 22. Bayshore. James Owens showing some of that Olympic, NCAA, and AAU speed, although he uses it with hurdles. There you see the time here at the site of the 1932 Olympic Games, where Babe Didrikson Zaharias won 2 gold and 1 silver medals for the United States. Ed Tollins won a gold, and to think in 1984 they'll be back. Different people, of course. The great events in the world. From the 30 now. It's a 1st and 10 for UCLA. Bayshore. He threw that to the SC bench, intended for James Sarpy, as Sarpy was covered like a wet blanket, so he very wisely tossed it right out of bounds.
So it'll be a 3rd down and 5. The delirious SC fans on the far side of the field. They are among some 85,000 who have come out here on this summer-like night at the Los Angeles Coliseum. Now, cheers from the near side, UCLA. It's a 3rd down, or make it 2nd down and 10. I'm sorry, 10 seconds to go. What a gutty catch by number 4, James Sarpy. He saw 2 men, in fact 3 men, converging on him, put his back to him and pulled it in as thrown by Bayshore. It's a 1st down, and the advance is out to the 47-yard line. On the clock, we have 4 seconds as Bayshore comes over to talk to Terry Donahue and his staff.
What you do in this situation, Chris, is you're close enough now to just throw the bomb, last play, and hope if you don't catch it, interference will be called. Then, if the penalty's on the defense, the quarter's extended, 1 additional play, or they can try for a field goal.
Right. Talking to the men upstairs. Occasional affirmative nod by Bayshore, who has to go out on the field and do it. Now moving out to that choir-like huddle that UCLA has used since Terry Donahue took over as head coach. There you see the score, 17-10. Once SC was down 0-10, but oh, how they've come back. Their last being a 40-yard score, a pass from Hurtle, his 14th touchdown pass of the year to Kevin Williams. Now UCLA, 4 seconds on the clock. They have a 1st down at their own 47. Trying for the interception was number 30, Willie Crawford. Did not do it. Time ran out, as we'll be back with a Fireman's Fund flashback and other halftime activities after this from one of our sponsors, a word about an upcoming show on ABC, and a message from our local stations. It's a great university, the University of Southern California. The Bruins of UCLA making a late appearance here at the start of the 2nd half, much to the chagrin of head coach John Robinson of Southern California, who let the officials know his feelings. But both teams are out now, and it's going to be Rob Kerr kicking off here in the 2nd half as UCLA has the choice. There's Rob teeing it up on the 40-yard line. It's 17-10 SC. Did not do it. Time ran out, as we'll be back with a Fireman's Fund flashback and other halftime activities after this from one of our sponsors, a word about an upcoming show on ABC, and a message from our local stations. It's a great university, the University of Southern California. The Bruins of UCLA making a late appearance here at the start of the 2nd half, much to the chagrin of head coach John Robinson of Southern California, who let the officials know his feelings. But both teams are out now, and it's going to be Rob Kerr kicking off here in the 2nd half as UCLA has the choice. There's Rob teeing it up on the 40-yard line. It's 17-10 SC. 2 men deep, 27 is Theodis Brown, who's had the longest run of the night, 9 yards. It's been that kind of a game. A 52-yard field goal by UCLA, a 25-yard field goal by SC, a 40-yard touchdown pass, Hurtle to Williams. We've had a little of everything. Turnovers as Kerr now will get the 2nd half underway. The clock will actually start when the ball is touched in the field of play by UCLA's Theodis Brown. We're ready now. 5, 10, coming out to the 15, moving out to the 20-yard line. They get the 22. UCLA, the underdog in the game, must win in order to get a Rose Bowl bid. If they lose, the Washington Huskies go. Or if there's a tie, the Huskies go. SC with a victory will go to the Bluebonnet Bowl. So it's a 2-bowl showdown, a little different than other years, when the bowl bid for the Rose has been the big situation. SC has won the last 6 times, including last year. Rick Bayshore is the quarterback from the 22, 1st down. Very little gain on the play, and let's get a look at the USC defensive line. Underwood is the left tackle. Dimmler is 92. 96 is Lapka. Let's get a better look at Gary Cobb. and Ed Gutierrez, who had a great first half. 60 is Clay Matthews, and 56 is Dennis Johnson. The linebackers, there you see Johnson, Dennis Johnson. Dennis, number 56, and now it is a, well, they gained a yard on the play, so it is 2nd down and 9. The ball is at the 23. Bayshore, look out. Gutierrez lowered the boom on Bayshore. Ed Gutierrez, number 50, lowered the boom on a pass intended for the Otis Brown, number 27. As we look at the SC defensive backs, Brazil is number 47, Dennis Thurman, an All-American, and Willie Crawford, the rover back, has had a terrific first half. So now with the ball at the 23, we see the head of Traveler. 14-11 left in the 3rd quarter. SC 17, UCLA 10. And it's a 3rd down and 9 for the Bruins. Bayshore. Ed Gutierrez again. He's from Los Angeles, a 6-footer, 205 pounds, but quickness is his biggest asset. There he goes, number 50.
He plays out the weak side in, Chris. He's uncovered by any offensive lineman. He gets a straight shot at the quarterback, and he made an outstanding play by rolling back inside as Bayshore tried to scramble.
Lynn Kane, single safety. Here's the kicker, Frank Corral, who kicked a 52-yard field goal for the first score of the game. He's averaging 38 yards up on 3 punts. It's taken by the up man, number 7, Dennis Thurman of Santa Monica, California. And so now UCLA's defense will have to really do a job as we look at Dave Morton. This is Tetrick, number 52, the nose guard. And we call him MT, mighty tough. Jeff Muro, 81, the linebacker. Jerry Robinson, 84, a great player. Frank Stevens, 41. John Fowler, number 92. From the 47, 1st and 10 for the leaders. SC 17-10. Hurdle to a quick moving and weaving Charlie White, number 12. So let's see what the UCLA defensive backs look like. Number 32 is Levi Armstrong. That's Bobby Hosea, number 7. This is Michael Molina, number 14, and Kenny Easley, number 5, that freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia. And the gain was to the 45 of UCLA. SC coming at UCLA again with a 7-point lead. Turtle giving to White, and White is hit first by 84, Jerry Robinson. And the SC fans are cheering their team as Johnny Lynn joined in on the stop. Let's watch 84.
84 is All-American Robinson, takes on the blocker and the ball carrier and just wraps them up, nowhere to go.
Number 18, Randy Summerin, going near the top of your screen. Set to the left, split. Number 8, Kevin Williams, who caught a touchdown pass, going out, but the pitch goes to White. From approximately the 40 on a 1st down play, SC pounding closer. John Fowler, 92, along with 32, Levi Armstrong. Let's isolate on White, number 12.
White takes the pitch out. He reads the tight end block. The tight end block is in, out. He cuts back inside a gaze block for a short gain. It's an option run. It's an end run, Chris, but it ends up running off tackle if the end can't hook the end.
SC was down 0 to 10. Came back with 17 points in the 2nd quarter to take the lead. 2nd and 8 now. From the 38 of UCLA. Tatupu, number 36, carrying for 2 or 3 yards. Muro of Santa Maria, California, number 81, in on the play along with Steve Tetrick. An end zone shot of the Coliseum, which was built in 1923.
The stats is the big edge is in passing, 39 for UCLA, 150. Hurdle had plenty of time to throw those intermediate routes, 15-yard outs and curls.
And now SC needs a 3rd down conversion, 3rd and 5 at the UCLA 35. Oh, it's close. Dwight Ford, the junior, number 22. First down.
Robinson's getting a full day of work. He's a free linebacker on the weak side on this play. He works across the line, but he can't prevent White from getting the first down. A lot of momentum in Southern Cal. They get good blocking by the line. Shoemaker, Buddy, Bethel, Howell, and Munoz.
And cheering in Seattle, the Washington Huskies, because if SC keeps this lead and wins, they go to the Rose Bowl. 22 Ford on a 1st and 10 from the 30 with 10:34 to go, third quarter. SC 17, UCLA 10. Jeff Muro making the stop. And the advances to the 27, a gain of 3, second down and 7. There's 22 Ford, 28 yards and 7 carries.
John Robinson has been alternating his tailbacks so that they can be fresh for this ball game.
And with a number of snaps that they reel off in college football, they get very tired near the end of the game. As we look at Hurdle now, 2nd and 7. Oh, second touchdown, Kevin Williams, 27 yards. The third touchdown pass by Rob Hurdle, 2 of them to Kevin Williams.
From the end zone, it's a half roll. Kevin Williams ran for the flag. The cornerbacks did not continue to retreat into his deep zone, and he was open for a touchdown. He took the fake of the man breaking on a quick out pattern.
And now trying for the point after. It is up and no good. And it's a second time tonight that SC has failed on the 1-point conversion. They were successful on a 2. So it's 23-10. We'll be back. 9:55 in the third quarter. State of Southern California, with great pride and tradition, favored in the game, have scored the last 23 points. They were down 0-10. The last drive, 53 yards, the 7th play, a 27-yard touchdown. Hurdle to Williams. The point after was missed. UCLA's, the Otis Brown, fields it in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20 with a 1st and 10. A 52-yard field goal by Frank Corral in the first quarter put UCLA ahead. Then 10 plays. Correction, 4 plays, 3 yards following a fumble recovery. UCLA made it 10-0, and ever since it has been strictly Southern California. A victory will knock UCLA out of the Rose Bowl, put Washington in. Bayshore, the quarterback, from the start. The Otis Brown for about 4 yards on the play. These fans are really up for the game tonight. About 85,000 of them.
They are cranked up, Chris. UCLA has had very little offense since the first quarter.
And you know, Frank, we've got to pat Rob Hurdle on the back. He now has thrown 15 touchdown passes this year, the most ever thrown in a season. The previous highs were Jimmy Jones, 13 in '69, and Pat Hayden, 13 in 1973. UCLA now with the ball, 2nd down and 6 at their own 24, trailing 10-23. The Otis Brown again. A very physical team, USC, and their defense tonight has really stopped UCLA. A 52-yard field goal and then 3 yards on 4 plays following a turnover. That's the way UCLA got their 6 points and a point after. Walt Underwood, born in Tuscaloosa, Alabama, made the stop. He's the senior defensive tackle, number 95. So we have a 3rd down and 2. The ball at the 28 of UCLA. They need this one. And razzle-dazzle. Was it fumbled out of bounds, or did SC recover a Bayshore fumble? A fake reverse, and Bayshore carried it to the far side. Larry Brazil, number 47, knocked the ball loose. Let's see it again.
Chris, Bayshore ran what we refer to as a naked bootleg. He's protecting the ball, but the ball pops out and just lays right on the sideline, but inbounds. Gutierrez gets it, and he's had a sensational football game.
Yes, he has. SC now at the 41, first and 10. Turnovers are even at 2-2, and Hurdle finds Cimarron. Cimarron at the 15.
This was an in-and-out pattern we call a post corner, one of the most difficult to throw and catch, but Hurdle has excellent pass protection. Those linemen, Schumacher, Buddy, Bethel, Howell, and Munoz are giving him excellent pass protection. There's Randy Simmering, who's getting close to all of Southern Cal's reception records.
A 25-yard gain to the 16. Rob Hurdle is on tonight. Number 6. Charlie White carrying for the Trojans, number 12. That was a first down play, and Jeff Muro, number 81, helping in on the tackle along with the freshman, number 5, in blue, Kenny Easley. Blue and gold of UCLA, the cardinal and gold of the Southern California Trojans.
Chris, we've got to really give credit to the offensive line. Hurdle has been able to sit back and choose his open receivers. They've been flooding the zone, and he has time to choose which one is open.
All right, we have a second down and 7 now. From the 13 of UCLA, loose ball fumbled out of bounds by Tatupu, number 36. So the possession still SC. Recovering the ball at the 41 of UCLA. Knocking it loose was Jerry Robinson. It is now at the 14, so it's going to be a second down and 8. Watch 84.
Robinson has the instincts of a great linebacker, Chris. You know, they are born. You can't coach a nose for the football like Robinson has. He knocks him loose from the ball, and it goes out of bounds, but still Southern Cal's possession.
And now to snap this third down play, number 69, Gary Bethel. Third down and 8 for SC, leading 23-10, third quarter. Flags everywhere.
Delay.
And number 6, Hurdle, who's had 3 touchdown passes tonight. 1 to Gay, 2 to Kevin Williams. 5-yard penalty. And here's the signal from Paul Kamansky, the referee. Delay. In college football, you have 25 seconds in which to snap the ball after it's been made ready for play. Thus the 5-yard penalty, bringing the ball back to the 19. It'll be third down and 13. 7.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter, and the University of Southern California leads UCLA 23-10. We'll be back after this. Especially for those that have just joined us, USC, powerful. Trailing 0-10, have scored the last 23 points to lead by 13, 7.5 to go. Now third and 13 at the 19 of UCLA. Williams in motion. Hurdle trying for another. Cimarron was the intended receiver. Levi Armstrong got his hands on the ball in the end zone, nearly intercepted, and that brings up a 4th down and 13. Each team has a field goal, a 52-yarder by Frank Corral, and a 25-yarder by Frank Jordan of SC. And now Jordan is in the lineup. The snap will come from the 19. The spot is the 26 plus the 10 of the end zone, a 36-yard attempt. It's on a severe angle. The kick is up. It's long enough, and it's good. Frank Jordan now has 2 field goals for the Trojan cause. A Trojan victory gets them an invite to the Bluebonnet Bowl, and it knocks UCLA out of a bid for the Rose Bowl, and it puts the Washington Huskies in. Our colleague tonight, as he has been for many games, that legend from Arkansas, Frank Broyles.
Chris, Chris, UCLA has had very little offense since the first quarter. UCLA doesn't seem to respect their pass. Southern Cal doesn't seem to respect their pass, and they're crowding the run, stacking their defenses, and sacrificing pass coverage. And UCLA has not been able to take advantage of it. In fact, as the coaches say, UCLA has had nothing to hang their hat on.
Okay, and Hurdle has had plenty. 10 of 13, 202 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Semron has caught 5 for 91 yards. Kevin Williams has caught touchdown passes where the play went 40 yards and 27 yards. Now leading 26-10. Kerr's kick is short. Theodis Brown at the 7, 10, 15, 20, 25, and UCLA needs something exciting. And a fine run back by Theodis Brown back out to the 37, where the Bruins will try to get on the board as you look at a near capacity crowd. Tomorrow, what a doubleheader. Penn State versus Pittsburgh from Pittsburgh. And following that, the classic Army-Navy game. Grambling versus Southern, and live reports from the Texas A&M game. A big one for those two schools, a big one for UCLA. They need to win. Bayshore. Look at the traffic at that pass, and look at the catch by James Sarpy, number 4, the senior. How he got it, we'll never know, but he made a first down for UCLA at their own 49-yard line. First down, a beautiful 12-yard play, Frank.
And it was a long throw all the way across the field. Sarpy made a good effort by coming back towards the passer so that he could get there before the defensive back. He was in traffic.
Bayshore is 6 of 12, 55 yards. Theodis Brown gets into SC territory. Near the 49 is this statistic. Look at this one.
You can see that USC really tells the story, and it's been mostly on passing. Neither team has had much success running because the linebackers are in close. They're scraping off and blitzing. Ends are coming, forcing Southern Cal to throw the ball.
And now Reese, number 1, is in the offensive lineup. He comes to the near side of the field on a 2nd down and 8 from the Southern California 49, 26-10. SC in the lead, 3rd quarter. Bayshore and number 1, Reese, was out there on the pattern. He caught it, or did he?
Yes.
Sure he did. We have number 1 isolated.
Reese is a small wide receiver, but he has great speed, and he was able to get in behind the cornerback. The cornerback was supposed to collision him and not let him get into the hole, but he lets him go outside, and that is against the defensive strategy.
And now Reese to the far side, top right of your screen, on a 1st and 10 from the SC 34. Number 3, James Owens, carrying for a couple of yards. This drive started at the UCLA 37. And now the Bruins, who are down 10-26 after leading 10-0 in the first quarter, have moved it to the 32 of SC, bringing up a 2nd down and 8. In the lineup comes number 4, Sarpy.
Excuse me, Chris. Rich Demler, the nose guard, is 6'6", 255. That's most unusual for a nose guard, but he is stacking up the middle.
Now with a 2nd down and 8, 5:17 to go in the 3rd quarter of this classic confrontation. Bayshore. Way off in the corner, wide open. James Owens, 32 yards, 6-pointer.
Woo, what a play.
Mr. Cool, Rick Bayshore. His 8th touchdown pass of the year, and now it is 26-16. A lot of time left in this game. 5:03, 3rd quarter.
Here it is from the end zone. It's a bootleg roll to the right. He gets a little rush. He scrambles, and this is what coaches fear. He has plenty of time to throw back all the way across the field. Nobody home.
Owens catching his 5th touchdown pass of the year. Corral hits on his 2nd point after. Frank Corral, number 43. Now it is 26-17. Don't go away. We're going to get a message and then return. ABC camera in the sky and the Goodyear Blimp Columbia Mayo Parti. Hugo Di Leonardo at the video controls, adding another dimension to another meeting between SC and UCLA. And UCLA in blue has just scored a beautiful, beautiful drive. 63 yards, the fifth play. Bayshore to Owens, 6 points in the point after. It is now 26-17. Corral, who kicked a 52-yard field goaler to start all this scoring, gets it deep, and Dwight Ford takes advice from number 17, Rod Connors, not to bring it out. So SC in the lead has a 1st and 10 now at its own 20. The Los Angeles Coliseum, the largest crowd ever, 134,000 in 1963 for a Billy Graham crusade. And in 1932 at the Olympics, one of the track and field events, there were 101,000 fans. Tonight, we haven't the official figures as yet, but with a capacity now of 92, I'd say there are 85,000 frantic fans here. SC favored to win, but UCLA needs to win in order to go to the Rose Bowl. Making a sharp cut was number 22, Ford, and the UCLA defense, super. Perhaps a yard loss. Jerry Robinson, number 84. Later on, a Chevrolet Offensive and Defensive Player of the Game awards.
Look at the stats, but UCLA threw caution to the wind on that last drive. They had to get something dramatic, and they seized a little momentum. You could tell it by the defense on that particular play.
Simron to the left. Williams, number 8, to the right. 2nd and 9 from the 19 of SC. The Trojans with the ball. Ford, the deep back. Very little gain, and look at that pursuit, desire of the UCLA defense.
Look what that touchdown did for them. I think every UCLA player except one was in on that particular play. In sweep into the boundary. They could get there very easily with good desire and pursuit.
SC averaging 6.4 yards per play. UCLA 3.3. SC in the lead, 26-17, 3:48, clock running, 3rd quarter. And with the ball at the 20, it's a 3rd down and 10. Kevin Williams, Simron, potential receivers. Hurdle looks at Simron, looks at Williams. Was it a trap ball? Let's see. No, it is a completion. What a night Kevin Williams, the sophomore from San Fernando, California, is having.
As we anticipated, UCLA has a rush, and they were man-for-man coverage. Their cornerback stayed off from Williams. He's open, good low catch throw that could not be intercepted.
Rob Hurdle, the senior, his first full year of being the field general, 11 of 15, 224 yards. There he is, number 6, 3 touchdowns. 1st and 10 from his own 32. A fine effort by Charles White, number 12. And Jerry Robinson making the tackle for UCLA, but not before White got to the 38, a 6-yard gain.
And what a block by Tutupu. Here's 84 again, but Tutupu comes right through there and lowers the boom on someone. But Robinson gets back into the play.
And now with the ball, it's been marked at the 40. We have a 2nd down and 1. Lynn Kane is in the lineup, number 21. In the setback positions, number 12, Charles White. Kane, 21. Williams, a flanker. Too much time again.
That surprises me, Chris. That's the 3rd time it's happened. All of them on critical situations. Twice when they were in scoring range. This time on 2nd down and 1. They're taking a little bit long getting the plays down from the press box and into the ball game.
Dan Burns had come in to make it at least a 2 tight end offense. Now he leaves the lineup, and it's going to be a replay of the down. It is 2nd down and 6. The snap will come from the 35 of SC. SC in the lead, 26-17, 2:22, 3rd quarter. Charles White. He squirts out of the backfield. Runs his way out to about the 45 And it is a 1st and 10 for SC as Easley and Fowler make the stop. Let's look at the number of people that have come out on this near summer-like night. Temperature 70 degrees, 88 during the day today. From the eye, 1st and 10 from the 45, their own. White again, the sophomore. He's 5'11", weighs 187 pounds. And we mentioned earlier that he attended the same high school as did Anthony Davis. In fact, they look alike. San Fernando. Charles has had 7 100-yard gains. Tonight he has gained 64 yards on 22 carries. We have a minute and 26 to go in the 3rd quarter. Hope you're enjoying the action. Another look at White. His team leading 26-17 to Tupu in the lineup, number 36 on a 2nd down and 7. Whoops. William Gay, who caught a touchdown pass. He's the tight end, number 86, 6'6" and 225. May have been in on that infraction. And there's the whoops. There was the referee. She's a honey. There's Paul Kamansky. Now you can go back to her. That a boy, Terry. And Terry Jastrow, our director, and Bob Goodrich, our producer. Little motion everywhere tonight. Now from the 43, the Trojans, a minute 13, 3rd quarter, have a 2nd and 12. Williams on the reverse. And number 8, Williams, treated rather lightly as he headed for the sideline and was sort of spun down by Kenny Easley. And that's the first time tonight that I've seen Easley ease up.
He's usually been low in the boom on him. That was an unusual reverse play. They lined up formation into the boundary, and they ran the reverse to the wide side of the field. Most of the time, conventionally, it's just the reverse. You run the reverse, back into the bound. And it looks as though Williams may have sprained an ankle. He's out of the lineup. Simron comes to the near side of the field. It's a 3rd down and 8. Hurdle. Intercepted by UCLA. They are in SC territory. Was it Easley? Let's see. Brian Baggett. Brian Baggett. Number 8, and he's going to keep that football. No way they're going to get it back. And what a situation now at the 48. Turnovers, USC 3, UCLA 2. Chris, the cornerback Baggett did not retreat. He came in front of the receiver. Evidently, he had some help behind him with the safety man. Outstanding play at a critical time. Don't forget, it was UCLA that scored last. 63 yards, 5 plays. 32-yard pass play. Shore to Owens, making it 26-17. And now from the 48, Bayshore on a keeper. Bayshore on the move. What a courageous sophomore quarterback. Great moves. Quick feet. Smart. Punctured lung 2 weeks ago. And that was to the 35. That was a 13-yard carry, a 1st and 10 for the Bruins, who need to win to get a Rose Bowl bid. If they lose, the Washington Huskies go, and the SC Trojans will go to the Bluebonnet Bowl. Leg cramps on Kevin Williams. We're glad to hear it's only that, because he's had a great night. 2 touchdown catches. Oh, has he? Oh. And Frank, I'm going to give you the honor of choosing the Chevrolet offensive and defensive players of the game, because the pace has been so quick here. I'm just sorry I haven't been able to bring you in more. Now's a good chance. Well, Rob Hurdle, early this week in some articles in the paper, said he felt like that he had let his team down, that he had missed spring practice playing baseball. He had been plagued with injuries, and he didn't have the real experience of when not to throw the football. He had been throwing the ball, forcing it when he's under duress, and having interceptions. He's thrown 16, which is a school record, but tonight he's redeeming himself. You can see he's erased those doubts. He has a leaping faith right now because he's had excellent protection, and those intermediate routes, 15 and 18 yards, Chris, are the toughest to defend, but they're also the toughest to throw because you have to have excellent protection.
All right. You just joined us. UCLA went out to a 10-0 lead. Then SC scored 17 points in the second quarter. They led at halftime, 17-10. We have 53 minutes, 53 seconds remaining in the third quarter. SC leading 26-17. First and 10 UCLA from the SC 35. The Olympian James Owens carrying to the 25. Close to another UCLA first down. Boy, the interest in this game, the rooting sections are split right down the middle. This intra-city rivalry.
Oh, what a beautiful sight in this stadium.
Now we have a measurement.
Chris, James Williams ran the reverse, a little misdirection, getting the defense to overcommit, and he came back to the weak side. Good blocking. Howell was a pulling guard, trapped the end out, and James Owens turned inside.
Last time we were here, we had the pleasure of interviewing this great Mike Garrett.
He was the second of John McKay's outstanding tailbacks.
Yes. Now the length of a football is needed. Second down, UCLA at the 26 of SC. It appears that the Bruins shooed their way to the first down. Yes. Oh, what a night. Hope you're enjoying the action. We're having fun out here in California. Theodis Brown is the man that picked up the first down to the SC 23.
Good block by Max Montoya. Cleared the way for him.
Montoya, Sarpy, Adkins, Boyd, Maine, Coppins, Pedersen, the tight end, number 85. Been doing a great job blocking. Here's Theodis Brown. He may have gotten 2 yards on the play. It was a first down. Number 50, Ed Gutierrez, cheering for the SC defense. NCAA college football. USC versus UCLA will continue after this message and a word from our local stations. Frank Brock. NCAA college football. USC versus UCLA will continue after this message and a word from our local stations. Frank Broyles and Chris Schenkel here as it's 2nd and 8 for UCLA from the SC 21. The first snap of the fourth quarter. Bayshore just moving around and getting some yardage.
You can see the stats are getting a little bit closer. UCLA has thrown that caution that they had in the first half to the wind. They've opened it up with reverses, misdirections, and they are making a real ball game out of it.
Right, UCLA tonight trying to control its own destiny. The big incentive is there, a victory into the Rose Bowl. They're trailing now 17-26. Ernie Signs, 24 is in the backfield, 3rd and 5. James Owens nearly off to the races. Clay Matthews stopped him just short of the 10, the Southern California 10, and it's 1st and 10, and remember, the ball is outside the 10-yard line. Frank?
They can make a first down about 3 inches from the goal line, but Max Montoya and Atkins opened up a gaping hole on Southern Cal's defensive right side.
Owens now 11 carries, 38 yards. 14 minutes remaining in the game. Bayshore into the end zone, and incomplete. Intended for Don Pedersen, the tight end, and covering him was Larry Brazil, number 47 of Fort Worth.
And Dennis Thurman was right in on the play. Pedersen had about 4 inches advantage in height. It was a rollout, plenty of time. He didn't panic. He throws back across the field to Pedersen, but there's Thurman and Brazil. There's the jump, and it was a great play. It could have been a touchdown.
All right, Bayshore, the sophomore, is 8 of 15, 102 yards, 1 touchdown. 2nd and 10 at the 10 and a half. Bayshore. Theodis Brown out of bounds at the 5. 3rd down coming up. Dennis Thurman, number 7, in on forcing number 27 in blue out of bounds. No, they were deep. Are they deeper than the 5? Let's see. No, it is right on the 5, the Southern California 5, and it's a 3rd down coming up.
That was a sensational play by quarterback Bayshore. He waited to the last instant, looked like he was going to be tackled for no gain, and he kicked the ball out to Brown.
Frank, I can tell you're enjoying this game.
Oh, it's a sensational ball game.
3rd down and 5. Here it is, UCLA. Brown getting to about the 2. 4th down coming up. And perhaps on this next play, the Rose Bowl hangs on it. They're at the 3.
This was the quick pitch. They put a man in motion to be a lead blocker. They pulled 270-pound Cowan. He's blocking him out, and Brown cuts back inside.
Well, with a tremendous play coming up, 4th down at the 3, UCLA. Let's catch our breath for this. Down at the 3, UCLA goes for 3 points, trailing 17-26, 13-24 left in the game. It's Corral kicking it, and it's up and good. So now UCLA has pulled within 6 points of USC with 13:21 to go, and 32-year-old head coach Terry Donahue. Oh, this game has to age you, Frank Broyles.
That was one of the most important decisions that he's had to make in his 2-year coaching career. But I think most coaches would agree it's a good decision, because a touchdown extra point would put him right back in the Rose Bowl if they can stop Southern Cal, who has been explosive all night long with their passing game. Score in a hurry.
Woo. Frank Corral, a 52-yarder to start the scoring tonight, as we look at John Robinson, the USC coach. Now a 20-yard field goal with 13:21 left in the game. And we have Ford, number 22 deep. He can fly. And also Connors, number 17. And Corral, the punter, the place kicker for the UCLA Bruins, will side wheel it from his own 40. It's low and going toward the far sideline, out of bounds. We'll have a re-kick, a 5-yard penalty. 26-20 is the score. SC in the lead.
Chris, you'd like to be in this position, having come this far from behind with only trailing by 6, and have the chance to kick off and start them on the 20. But Southern Cal isn't a normal football team. They can score in a hurry with that passing game and with those speedy backs.
So we know it's getting late in the East, approximately 11:30 there, but don't go away, because this game is far from decided. 13:21 on the clock here at the Los Angeles Coliseum, and there's so much at stake. UCLA must win to go to the Rose Bowl against Bo Schembechler's Michigan Wolverines. And if SC should beat them, it'll be the Washington Huskies against Michigan. SC wins, they'll accept a bid to the Bluebonnet Bowl. Terry Donahue. UCLA all the way. And the re-kick from the 35. Corral's boot going deep to Connors. Connors at the 3, 5, 10, 15. Moving out to the 20, 30. Oh, look out! And easily, number 5 trips Connors up, but can he fly?
He came close to breaking that one. There was very poor coverage. Very poor coverage by UCLA. They looked like that they were hesitant in getting down. They broke down and relaxed on about the 25-yard line. Connors hits that crease at 90 miles an hour. Watch Easley put the tackle on him there.
A beautiful 38-yard return from the 41 of SC. First down, Rob Hurdle. Mosi Tatupu of Honolulu, number 36. You don't hear too much from him, but what a blocker. What a key player for the SC Trojans. Picked up 4 yards on the play out to the 45. It'll be a 2nd down and 6. In fact, Mosi has carried the ball only 5 times tonight for 11 yards. Simran, 18 to the far side. Also, number 25, Michael Hayes. But Hurdle keeps it on the ground with his reliable Charles White. That was a 2nd and 6 play. Jerry Robinson, number 84, in on the tackle. He advances out to the 49, a gain of 4 to be 3rd down and 2. A nervous Terry Donahue. His team 7 and 3. They've won their last 5 games. Their last game they defeated Oregon State 48-18, while Southern California lost its last game to Washington 28-10. And the Huskies watching the game. 3rd and 2. Oh, what a defensive play by the Bruins. Charles White carries. Let's see where his forward progress is marked.
Wow. Chris, his forward progress was marked a yard short of a 1st down when really he fell on forward for the 1st down.
Yeah, they gained 1 yard. The ball is at the midfield stripe.
You can see a mass humanity up on the line of scrimmage. Watch him fall forward right here. But they evidently had blown the whistle. At this point, he has the 1st down, but they bring the ball back.
And again, Jerry Robinson. Okay, at midfield.
Oh, they're going for it.
The Trojans leading 26-20, 11:25 to go. They need a yard. Here it is, 4th down.
Nope, he's just going to try to draw him offside. He didn't do it.
They didn't do it. Nearly.
A Bear Bryant play. That's Bear's old play.
And Bear Bryant will be in the Sugar Bowl here on ABC. Alabama against Woody Hayes, Ohio State. 5 yards back to the 45. The down will be replayed. It'll be 4th down and 6. USC's 7th penalty of 41 yards, and now a punting situation. King has averaged 41.5 yards. This is only his 3rd punt of the night. 11:14 left in the game. SC punting and leading 26-20. Coulter is deep. Big rush put on the punter. And it goes into the end zone. It'll be a touchback on UCLA. They scored on a 20-yard field goal last to come within 6 points. Now they'll mount a drive from their own 20. 1st down, 11:07 left in the game. All right, we're looking at Coach Terry Donahue. Following a punt, UCLA has the ball at its own 20, 1st and 10. There's the quarterback that started the game, Bayshore, on a keeper, flipping it at the last moment to Owens. Owens, number 3, trying to get outside, may have picked up 3 yards. What a game as we look at John Robinson. His team went on a scoring rampage. And then the last 10 points have been scored by UCLA. They have pulled within 6. Now we have 10:43 to go with the clock running. With the ball at the 23, UCLA with a 2nd down and 7. Bayshore, the sophomore quarterback from Fountain Valley, California. Good fake. Here's the pass. Oh, a beauty to Pedersen. 1st down, UCLA. Remember, they must win to get a Rose Bowl bid.
UCLA put the man in motion. It's a bootleg hitting the tight end on the crossing pattern. Nobody at home because they rushed the weak side linebacker. Therefore, Pedersen has an open zone, uncovered, nice completion, and a big play.
A 14-yard gain by the tight end Pedersen from Pleasant Hill, California. Caught 5 passes, 1 touchdown coming into the game. He's a senior. Now from the 37, Owens in motion. The handoff to Brown. Brown is one of the jerseys soiled a bit because he has carried the ball. He's been a workhorse. As Clay Matthews, 60, calling defensive signals on the right in the Cardinal and gold uniforms for SC. At the 40, a gain of 3. So it's 2nd down and 7. We're coming up to the 10-minute mark of the ball game. All this happening in Los Angeles. Far side is number 18. That's Homer Butler. We haven't heard too much from him. 2nd and 7. Owens, look out. Owens is at the 42 of SC. 1st down.
One of the most sensational and most difficult passes to throw is the quick slant in to the wing back, coming right across the middle, splits the linebackers. He's wide open right down the middle. If he'd had time, Chris, to put the ball away and give a little ground, he could have scored, because the Southern Cal players were reacting in this direction, and he was running against the grain, and he has the speed to score.
A 19-yard gain, a first down. Rick Bayshore, the sophomore, 9:24 left in the game. Theodis Brown from the 41 of Southern California. Brown may have gotten to the 38, where Ed Gutierrez and Larry Brazil make the stop. The ball is at the 38 of Southern California. UCLA in possession. So it'll be a second down and 7. 18 coming back into the huddle was Homer Butler. Homer Butler coming into the game with 25 catches. UCLA in blue, second and 7, trailing by 6. And Theodis Brown again trying to dent the SC line, which most teams have found very difficult. They've had problems with turnovers against the teams that they lost to. They lost 4 times to Alabama, Notre Dame, California, and Washington, as Demler makes the stop. Let's call it the 35, so it's going to be a third down and 4. The score, if you just joined us, SC 26, UCLA 20. SC trailed 0-10 at one point. Now we have 8:14 to go in the game.
They're going to have to hustle. They're going to get a late penalty. They're going to have to hustle. Call timeout, quick. Call timeout.
Yeah, there it is. Frank Broyles with a clock in his head, just like Eddie Arcaro, all the great jockeys, Willie Shoemaker.
Chris, what happened? They couldn't decide whether they were going to run or throw on that critical 3rd and 4, run twice or throw once. They changed their play twice. Quarterback should have called timeout.
So the play comes in, number 4. Sarpy brings it in. But instead of a 3rd and 4, it's now 3rd and 9 from the SC 40. Coming up to the 8-minute mark of the ball game. SC in the lead, 26-20. Butler, number 18, to the far side as a flanker. Bayshore back to pass.
Back there in the backfield. He's coming up.
Bayshore has the first down. First down, UCLA. What a resourceful young quarterback.
That is a winning effort. You can't teach that. All of his receivers were covered. He kept looking for somebody to get open. On a bootleg pass, you usually have a little bit more time to choose a receiver. This is a play. They've been successful. They fake the fullback up the middle, roll back, looking for Pedersen on the crossing route. He's covered, as you can see, on the right of your screen. 2 men on him. He looks for the deep man. He's covered, and he's decisive enough. He takes off down the field. First down.
From the 27 of SC, Theodis Brown. Owens threw a block, but Ed Gutierrez made the stop. What a night he's had. He wears number 50 on that Cardinal jersey. We're looking at Terry Donahue. Bayshore now 10 of 44 yards on 10 carries, 10 of 17 passing, 134 yards, 1 touchdown, 178 yards on his efforts. So now with the ball at the 24, it's a second down and 7. 6:59 left in the game. The team with the ball trailing by 6. Butler is left, number 18. Slot to the right. Owens in the slot. Bayshore to Owens. Owens on a move. Butler threw a beautiful block. Butler blocked beautifully, and Owens gets inside the SC 15. Willie Crawford on the tackle. First down, UCLA.
Chris, that was a well-designed play. They ran, this is what they've been throwing the bootleg pass off of. You can see Butler knocked the cornerback out. The one for the safety, Owens would have scored. Well-conceived drive, a little passing, a little outside running, a little reverse, and a scramble by the quarterback on a critical 3rd down.
All the excitement and color of NCAA college football. What a way to spend a night anywhere. 1st and 10 from the 14. Moving to the 9 was Bayshore, the quarterback. Whoa.
He was resourceful there. He wanted to hand off to the dive back, Theodis Brown, but he was a little bit late getting there, and you're taught turn up and follow the dive back. If you can't get it to him, don't worry about the pitch. You can see him shake his head there, Chris. He knew he'd missed the handoff.
What a battle. UCLA 17 first downs, USC 16. There's the score. 6 points separating these Pacific 8 intra-city rivals. All right, now it's a 2nd and 5 inside the 10. Owens to the 4. Did he get enough for the first down? It doesn't appear he did.
He's close.
Chris Elias, a freshman from Cypress, California, threw a nifty block. Oh, it is close. Let's see if Bayshore calls for a measurement.
Chris, when they look at the film, they'll see Montoya and Atkins clear out completely the Southern Cal defense, and Owens was running for his life.
And now the goal line defense. Remember, this drive started at the UCLA 20. It has reached the 4.5. This is a 3rd down play. They need less than a yard. Here it is.
Oh, sneak it.
Oh, Bayshore. Watch the man in the white cap. There it is, 1st and goal for UCLA. 4:54 remaining in the game. Bruce Atkins, 60, a senior from Columbus, Ohio, did a great job blocking from the left guard position.
Who would have given UCLA a chance when the score was 26-10? 26 unanswered points by UCLA, but this young Terry Donahue has kept this team in the race all year long after everybody had buried them.
All right, it is 1st and goal for UCLA at the SC3, trailing by 6. And the SC goal line defense in on James Owens in a hurry.
That had to be a busted play. They didn't block anybody.
No. Myron Lapka. That's John Robinson working on that gum.
You can see how fast James Owens hits it, but there just wasn't anybody blocked.
Time running out. Coming up to the 4-minute mark.
Give the ball to Theodore Brown.
2nd and goal from the 3, trailing by 1 touchdown. Bayshore a half-yard closer, 3rd and goal. Carter Hartwig, number 11 in the Cardinal jersey, and on 11, Rick Bayshore. And here we go again, Frank.
This is when you call timeout.
Another Rose Bowl play.
Southern Cal is substituting. They're taking out their big lineman, expecting a pass, and putting back their defensive secondary. If they were going to throw, last down was the time.
All right, 3rd and goal. Butler, number 18, was going in a pattern to the left in a formation, but they won't snap it until we take this break. Oh, look at that scoreboard. That tells you the story. 3:22, 3rd and goal from the 3, trailing by 6. Maybe the last chance for UCLA because time remaining. 3rd and goal, they need to win. Trailing by 6. Owens, number 3, to about the 1.
This one I'd like to line up in the I formation and give it to the tailback and let him hurdle across. But you can't hurdle this with a split back offense. You're so close to the line.
But they don't have Sam Cunningham.
No, they don't. Goodness gracious, the Rose Bowl, 1.5 yards from the Rose Bowl, possible Rose Bowl.
Wow.
And Washington, you think they're up there watching? The Cinderella team. Whoa. Here it is. Replay given to Owens, who is running right behind Montoya and Atkins, but the defensive end comes inside. That's Gutierrez making the play along with their linebacker, Matthew.
And Frank Broyles, UCLA has used its last timeout.
The season may be over. They might as well use it. There's no use to save it for the Rose Bowl.
No.
I'm joking, of course.
There's Terry Donahue and John Robinson.
Take your time and think. Let your mind run through everything that you've done on the goal line, what you can do best, what your best blocker, your best ball carrier, but 1.5 yards has been very difficult, Chris. In these early going-ons, UCLA had a hard time scoring from the 3 with first down early in the ball game. They got it on 4th and 1.
Well,
holy cow.
Having done the first sudden death NFL championship game, the Colts and Giants, and many, many exciting games between, I'd have to rank this one in the top 5. This has been hell from the start.
It's been dramatic all night long.
Traveler the horse getting cheers from SC. Now 4th down. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. Butler in motion. It is a touchdown. Don Pedersen. Holy mackerel. Tie ball game. And now Frank Corral, the kicker. Look at the pile up.
That was individual execution by 2 people, Pedersen and Bayshore.
Frank, that's an 80-yard drive. And under the pressure, this is just fantastic.
That's confidence by a quarterback, a young sophomore quarterback.
Now here is some point after. Corral with a 52-yard field goal, a 20-yarder, but the point after is up and good. 27-26, 2:51 left in the game.
But it's not over.
Will get the ball after the kick.
Chris, it's not over with the Southern Cal. Might be over against some football teams that don't know how to come from behind. Can't come from behind, but this team can explode in 3 plays, and a field goal is all they need. What a ball game. It's been 3 ball games, really. First it was UCLA, then it was all Southern Cal. Now it's been all UCLA.
Let's see the touchdown again.
Pedersen is told to hook up, get behind the linebackers. There's 2 men, one on each side of Pedersen, that you can see, I hope, in the film, and he shoots the ball right between them. They close in. Watch him right there. Right on the back of the end zone, which is the toughest place to defend.
You talk about consuming time, 80 yards, 15 plays. They consumed 8 minutes and 16 seconds. And for them, perhaps a whole season in that 80-yard drive. Leading by 1, Frank Corral started the scoring, number 43, with a 52-yard field goal. He's had a 20-yard field goal, 2 important kicks, and this is another. And it is Dwight Ford, 20, 25. A beautiful run back by the Trojans. Dwight Ford bringing it back to the 28. Let's see the touchdown again, Frank.
Chris, I hope we can see the tight end Pedersen to the right of your screen. Now he's right under the goalpost. There's a linebacker trying to cover him, but Bayshore leads him away from the linebacker perfectly.
USC at its own 27. They have 1 timeout left. 2:46 left in the game, trailing by 1. Charlie White, Jerry Robinson collars him down on the near sideline, being cheered on by his teammates here. There you see the situation. USC with 1 timeout at the right of your screen, the bottom. And out of bounds, and that stops the clock, of course. The carry was out to the 33, a 6-yard gain, so it's going to be 2nd down and 4. And the UCLA fans calling for defense. Simran, 18 to the far side. Kevin Williams with 2 touchdown catches, flanked to the near side. Here's Hurdle. Hurdle goes to Ford, number 22. 1-yard gain. Johnny Lynn covering out in the flat. It's a 2-yard gain to the 35. 3rd down and 2, and John Robinson and Terry Donahue, their 2nd seasons.
They're matching wits right here. They put in a 5th back on that play, and Lynn was covering in the middle and went with the man in motion and covered him.
3rd down. They need just a little less than 2. 2:06 remaining. Hurdle. And Hurdle goes out of bounds Enough for the first down, Southern California. Clock stopped at 1:59. John Fowler forcing him out of bounds, and look at the tension just written on the coaches' faces.
The tension is on UCLA as to whether they want to rush, make him throw quick, or defend. They've had little success defending so far in the ball game. They need to get to Hurdle and make him throw before he's ready.
Hurdle 11 of 17, 214 yards, 3 touchdowns. Now from his own 40, first down. Ford in motion. Hurdle to Ford. Out of bounds near midfield, stopping the clock at 1:55. So this drive is now going from the 27 of SC out near the 48 or 49.
Ford goes in motion. Hurdle rolls to him. The defense dropped to cover the wide receiver, and he just really is just a running play, but tossing the ball out for Ford to turn down the field. Second down 1, a good waste down.
USC has won 4 of the last 5 games against the Bruins. Last year, 24-14. As UCLA came in the game ranked number 2 or 3 and unbeaten. Hurdle now. Second down and 1 play, and he loses 2 yards on it, so it'll be third down and 3. Steve Tetrick defensively for UCLA. 1:39 clock running. SC with 1 timeout, UCLA with none. The score is 27-26 UCLA.
They were in their nickel defense again. Man in motion was covered by Lynn, the 5th back.
Now with the ball at the 47 of SC. Third down and 3. Williams, number 8. Flanked and going out on a pattern. Tatupu, number 36. And the UCLA defense was there, led by Muro, number 81. Bringing up now a 4th down.
He gave him first down, Chris.
Did he really?
Yeah, he spied the ball in front of the line and signaled timeout.
All right, the flag on the far side. You see it just at the very end of the 50-yard line. Well, we have a timeout. We'll be back. While we were away on an official's timeout, they had a measurement, and SC picked up the first down by about 2 or 3 inches at midfield. So the Trojans' hope still there with 1:13 left in this game. Down 0-10, led at halftime 26-17. Wow.
Wide open.
Randy Simmer, number 18, was wide open. Hurdle overthrew him. Number 5, Easley, was coming back for pass coverage. The freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia. So it's a second down and 10. The clock is stopped at 1:08. There have been many, many great games in this series. We've done, I don't know, maybe 9 or 10, Frank. And
I've seen it every year.
I just have to vote this one the number 1 in the last 10 years. Second down and 10, trailing by 1.
Safety blitz.
And Easley lowered the boom on Hurdle. Number 5, Easley is everywhere. On the last play, he was covering Semron. He blitzed, so it brings up a third down and 10 with 1:04 to go. The pass intended for Kevin Williams, who has already caught 2 tonight for Southern California. A 27-yarder and a 40-yarder. Field goals by Corral of 52 yards and 20 yards. A couple of missed extra points, but SC did come up with a 2-point conversion. So here we go, third and 10. SC. Oh, a marker down, look out. Johnny Lynn in blue covering on the play. He was covering Kevin Williams. A flag is down. Interference called against UCLA at the UCLA 41. 58 seconds left in the game, trailing by 1. SC first down.
It's going to be interesting. I think it was a very close call. Lynn, 23, is trailing him across the middle. Let's see if he puts his hands on him before the ball gets there. Yep, he bumps into him, trying to get out in front and deflect the ball.
Now from near the 40 of UCLA, first down, 58 seconds left. Hurdle looking for Williams, overthrows him. Number 8 in blue, Baggett covering. So it's a second down and 10, and only 4 seconds eaten up on that last play.
Hurdle's having to throw just a little bit faster in the last series. They're getting a little closer to him, forcing him to throw before those receivers can run those intermediate routes, which are very difficult to defend against. Those 15-yard outs are just, you have time, there's no defense for.
So now SC, do or die, 54 seconds, trailing by 1. Second down and 10 from near the 40 of UCLA. Hurdle all the time. Simran, number 18.
I don't believe it. I don't believe that catch.
Averaging 21.5 yards per catch. Watch him now.
He comes in, breaks back out. Watch him reach behind him and catch that ball as the defensive end tried to knock it down.
So the UCLA defense now. SC is at the 23 of UCLA. First down. 49 seconds on the clock. Ford inside the 20 of UCLA. There's the story. USC has 1 timeout according to the scoreboard. They're at the bottom right of your screen. So quickly lining up in the I formation with a flanker to the far side, a split into the left. Second down and 7. Stopping the clock with that incompletion.
The scoreboard's wrong, Chris. The timeout when we left for the commercial a few minutes ago was Southern Cal's, and evidently the scoreboard operator thought it was an official timeout, but it was Southern Cal's. In my judgment, they don't have a timeout.
All right. There's a coach that wishes they had one, but a 3-year starter in baseball. He's a heck of a baseball prospect, Hurdle. But what a night he has had tonight.
Chris,
go ahead.
You reckon they're going to set up the ball right in the center of the uprights and go for a field goal?
Remember, a field goal successful would keep UCLA out of the Rose Bowl.
That's what they're doing.
To Tupu near the center of the field, and Frank Jordan.
They have no timeouts. They've got to get it off.
This kick from the 27, 37 yards, number 3, Jordan. The kick is up, and it's good. Picture tells the story. With 2 seconds left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen, a 38-yard field goal by Frank Jordan, who had trouble earlier with points after touchdowns, kicked it successful, and that kick has put UCLA out of the Rose Bowl. The Washington Huskies are probably delirious in Seattle. SC will undoubtedly accept a bid to the Bluebonnet Bowl. And what a heartbreak night for UCLA that came from behind after leading 10-0 and 29-27 with 2 seconds left on the clock. Frank?
Chris, that's the result of a team of resourceful coach like John Robinson, who has a sophisticated passing attack. They don't get rattled. They know they can go the length of the field in 2 minutes if they can execute their plan, and they did. They never once rattled. They hit the flare passes. They ran the time. Here is the the winning field goal right through the middle. No timeouts left. They had to get it off. And Chris, you always practice this to get your field goal kicker to really poise. Keep this poise. You go 10, 9, 8, 7, 6 in practice. So he'll really take his time, and he's accustomed to it, and he kicked it right through the uprights.
And Frank Jordan, the junior from San Francisco, who was perfect with 23 extra points coming into the game, had a little trouble tonight, but the 38-yard field goal and the great work of Hurdle, the quarterback, 15 of 24, 254 yards, 3 touchdown passes. And coming into the game, SC with 34 turnovers, and that's the reason they're not undefeated. Believe me, because that is some football team, SC.
They've been self-destructive on offense with interceptions and fumbles.
A squib kick. And running to the sideline, but I think that's all she wrote. Marvin Morris of Carson, Colorado, and with 2 seconds to go, a 38-yard field goal, and Southern California keeps up its jinx in recent years on the UCLA Bruins. USC winning 4 of the last 5 games worth against the Bruins, and when the Rose Bowl was at stake, they have won 6 in a row. And Frank, I don't know who you're going to have as the Chevrolet offensive and defensive players in the ball game.
Well, Chris, there were a number that could have won, but Rob Hurdle's play coming in the ball game, a little bit in doubt about his own play, taking the blame for the losses himself, put on a masterful performance, and he should be and is the Chevrolet Offensive Player of the Game, and a $1,000 scholarship goes to the General Scholarship Fund at Southern Cal University. Rob Hurdle, a great young athlete. Defensive is Jerry Robinson, UCLA's outstanding linebacker, last year's All-American, is a recipient of UCLA's General Scholarship Fund Award in the name of Jerry Robinson, number 84. There he is, truly an outstanding linebacker. Chris, I can only say, here's Jerry Robinson, the Chevrolet Defensive Player of the Game. Chris, both teams were too good to lose. Have you ever? They're too good to lose.
Now we look down on the field, and there are the Southern California players. Number 12, Charlie White, leading them over to the far sideline. And they're going in front of their fans to show appreciation to the fans who have supported them this year. Their record now 7-4. They're going to the Bluebonnet Bowl, and for UCLA, well, they could be wet or dry tears, one or the other, because it was a tough one to lose after leading by 1 point and then to be knocked off by a 38-yard field goal with 2 seconds left on the field clock. Jubilant Trojans of SC will return. Let's take a break. The final score, we hope you enjoyed it, 29-27. Broyles and Chris Schenkel watching with you. The seniors, you listen a little bit to number 6, Rob Hurdle, the star. The winning coach, John Robinson, has been calling off the names of the seniors of the SC Trojans in a 2-second, 38-yard Frank Jordan field goal to win the ball game by a mere 2 points. SC fans jubilant here at the Los Angeles Coliseum.
There are 2 things that were proved tonight. One, we have the
And it's a game I know that all of you enjoyed. Blimp provided by the Goodyear Tire and Rubber Company. Travel arrangements made through and a promotional fee paid by United Airlines. United built the largest airline in the free world around you. Once again, the final score. The University of Southern California Trojans 29, UCLA 27. Here in Los Angeles, this has been a presentation of ABC Sports, recognized around the world as the leader in sports television.
catches in this game. Randy Semrine.